Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another request for the Violet Lightning, who wanted the Bolinoak Sammahn in their personal colors, and I think they translated fairly well, so I hope you like it at any rate, because I think it looks pretty good, and yeah, I'm enjoying the Bolinoak. They did buff it in a few ways that I know Maelstrom was very happy about. I forget the specifics, but it's basically a little bit better all around. I believe they improved the grenade launchers on the shoulders a little bit, and upped the damage of the beam rifle, among other things. But yeah, it is, if you can get in close with it, and sometimes, as with any melee raid, that's a big if, it does really great damage. I just caught a stun from, I think, a Dryson, and I'm going to move in on that as soon as I can. And use the grenades, did not tag with them, they're still a little bit on the slow-moving side. Let's see, that is a Gelgug, and it is on the ground. Big chop. Tried to do a big downswing, and yeah, somebody else was going for melee at the same time, so it didn't work out. Gelgug is trying to go for me, did not work. They got it, so time to find a new target. There's some stuff over there, so we will go toward it. There's a Pallas Athena, which is a great target for me if I can reach it. I just missed my beam shot by a mile. I'm not sure if the Bolinoak's turn radius is faster. I think raids do tend to have that, so it may just be one of those things that it's the turn speed may be fast enough that it threw my aim off, or my aim may have just been bad that night. It happens. And yeah, I'm not sure. Oh well. Just sometimes I have trouble sometimes with awareness of my teammates too. But if you have a melee-oriented raid coming up on something, maybe don't get too close if you can help it, because yeah, it will probably chop, because chopping is what it does best, and you will get chopped if you are in the chop radius. And I'm saying radius a lot today, and probably not at any appropriate times, but that happens. Sometimes the brain will not retrieve the proper word. And that is a Pixie. If I can keep on that, that'd be great. I can do a lot of damage to it. I forget what kind of melee defense Pixie has, but yep, stunned it with the grenades, big chop, and down it goes. It has pretty good melee defense, I'd say. The beam sabers didn't have the range to get down in that little crevice, so we are gonna follow it down. And shot, missed, and there's the Pallas Athena. I think somebody else may have gotten. Nope, there's the Pixie. Big chop. 2900 is what the big chop does to a Pixie. If I can get to the Pallas, we're great. I've almost got the Pixie. Pixie's dead, and just waiting to get a good in on that Pallas Athena when I can, which, right now. Chop! That shield is technically not a shield. I didn't know until I had one for myself. So I thought I was just going to bounce that and just destroy the shield, but no, the shield does not destroy. It's a shield in the same way that the Gan's shield full of needle missiles and hide bombs is a shield. So since it's a weapon, it does not count as one, because if it broke, you would be defenseless. Of course, the Pallas Athena would not be defenseless, so maybe rather sticking to the letter of the law rather than the spirit there in terms of how to set that up. But, oh well. I think, is that the Pixie? No, it's a Blue Destiny 3, I believe. 2 or 3. I just hit our ally, so as usual, when I stun an ally who's surrounded by enemies, my default response is generally to just move in and do as much damage to the enemy as I can and keep them distracted while hopefully my ally has time to recover. Got a good chop on the Pallas. I'm nearly dead, so I'm just doing as much as I can to everything I can. And it's a 2-on-3 fight, or no, actually it's a 2 to 3 on 1 fight rather. I held out a fairly long time on 500 hit points, I'd say. Did manage to do good damage to the Pixie, better damage to the Pallas, and they are taking our last waypoint, which is really unfortunate, but I don't really know what could be done about it, because we are all kind of occupied. So I'm just going to have to run back to the fight from back here. It happens. Yeah, they got Beacon B. That's done. They've got some assists. Somebody looks like they might be getting ready to take it. Maybe not, because nobody has actually left their mobile suit, but yeah. Okay, and of course our ace of the 2 Gundam Mark IIs, it's the one with almost no health. Not as little health as the enemy ace, though, so we'll see what we can do there. And we are still in a tremendous lead, even after they kill the ace here, which I believe they're probably about to do. No, okay, big chop. Yeah, I love landing the big chops. Okay, ace is down, and they still only have 50% of our score. And again, I subscribe to the free-for-all theory, especially when the ace is out, especially when there's a score differential like this. If it's closer, or if we're way down, I might be more inclined to leave things for the ace as long as I can, if I can keep people from killing us. But in this situation, just go for it. And I am so going. Managed to knock down both of them. And it was interesting, because whatever kind of animation, I think it was the Blue Destiny 2 was, no, it's GPO3 was in, it just kind of just fell on its face without much fanfare there. And, Palace did a good job of keeping me from attacking that GPO3, and now everything is on me, so whatever happens, I am not going to do too well. Enemy ace has been destroyed. They are making up their difference, and I knew I was going to die, but I at least took a big chunk of the Palace Athena out with me, so I'm okay with that. If the ace gets a hold of them, we'll be doing great. If not, we've still got a pretty good score. We're still at about double, but they are picking up points. They're doing okay. And we've picked up a beacon again, which is excellent. Good thinking. And somebody just activated, probably, I think it must have been Exam, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a Blue Destiny Unit 2 here. They are, however, leaving the ace to their own devices, and I won't have that, so time for me to move in. Palestina learned my tricks and tackled me. Because, yeah, just charging right in and going into melee like that is not a good idea. It is a great way to get tackled, just as I was, in fact, tackled. So, gonna throw out some grenades, and now I've got the tunnel vision thing going, and I'm not actually bothering with my original concept of defend the ace. Well, now I am, because the ace was okay with the other target on their own. But I went and killed the Palace, which I shouldn't have done. We've still got a tremendous lead, though, so it's not like it wasn't a bad idea. It's just that it's not going to have a very bad outcome because we have the points to make it work. Big chop, managed not... No, I think I did knock down one of my allies, and apologies for that. But I wanted to kill the ace and land my big chop. I couldn't help it. And we are almost done here. I don't think there's going to be anybody to even get to us in time to challenge us again, so... Yeah, that is a pretty solid Bolinoak round, I would say. Landed a lot of damage, got some good kills, especially when it mattered. So yeah, good stuff all around. And again, I like how these colors work here. So yeah, I did top damage at 119,000. I was also the most targeted. When you're that big and that purple, it's hard not to be that the most targeted. 5 kills, 2 deaths, not bad at all. That is gonna do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Hope you enjoyed the round, Violet. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! One minor piece of trivia I forgot to mention about the Palace Athena before is, of course, its name is actually misspelled in English, because it's spelled Palace as in, you know, a castle, a place where, you know, important people live. No, Palace as in Palace Athena is actually spelled P-A-L-L-A-S, but that's just one of those Gundam things, though. You can't really trust the dictionaries in the New York Public Library.